Well, hello friends, it's your favourite fresh air junkie, Nikki Hardy, and welcome to the Wildly Known Life podcast, a podcast for those of us who feel closest to God in nature and want to get outside so we can reconnect with who we're created to be, calm the heck down, and finally feel alive again. I'm an author, retreat leader, and pilgrimage guide who weaves story, scripture, and science into simple, biblically based practices you can carry into the woods, your morning routine, or a regular Tuesday afternoon. Because no matter how fast and furious life is, or how on the edge of faith we feel, the goal isn't to escape. It's to live the life we have more fully alive with God. Okay, let's dive in. Let's get wild. Summer, in my humble opinion, has a PR problem. Here in North Carolina, it's arrived in full force and the temperatures and humidity are a little too much for this London lass, and the underboob sweat has moved in for the duration. Kids all over the country are about to go on summer break if they haven't already. Hot dogs will be bought, grilled and consumed in their millions over July 4th weekend, and sand will be brushed off sunscreen bodies on beaches up and down the country. But despite the constant stream of ads, posts, articles, and travel shows hyping summer as the season of sunshine, relaxation, and the happiest of family time, it can be far from any of those things. The grief, the stress, exhaustion, or loneliness we might be carrying in the weeks or months leading up to summer doesn't just vanish in a puff of cotton candy just because the Earth's tilted on its axis, giving us more daylight and higher temperatures. Our teens certainly don't spontaneously morph into perfect humans who wouldn't dream of answering back, slamming doors, missing curfews, or rolling their eyes in condescending loathing at our mere existence. The pace of life doesn't automatically slow. The news doesn't spontaneously become more positive. And our faith or relationships don't suddenly heal just because it's rosé season and no one's going to judge you for adding ice to your wine. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing something a little different over here on the podcast. Something I think we all need. I do for sure, and I'm thinking you might do as well. I'll explain more next week as we kick off. But for this week, I wanted to gift you two things. Firstly, it's a save the date for our first ever Wildly Known Life in-person retreat that I'll be hosting the weekend of September 18th through 20th. So pop that on your calendar and I'll share more info soon. The second is something a little fun and lighthearted to start the summer off and help us laugh at ourselves, as in my opinion, laughing at ourselves is soul medicine that no one else can give us. And that, my friend, is this blessing. It's called A Blessing for a Not So Bonkers Summer. If you enjoy it, and it is meant to be a little tongue-in-cheek, do let me know and share it with a friend you wish you were sitting by a pool with, or sipping pina coladas under a palm tree with, or maybe the friend who's up for that cold plunge in a summer waterfall that you have been talking about, that you can blast your summer blues away with. Trust me, you'll know the person that needs a taste of summer love. A blessing for a not so bonkers summer. As the days grow longer and the sun invites you to stay a while, may your summer be not so bonkers. As the temperatures rise, may your underboob sweat never soak through, your upper lip remain perspiration-free, and your curls remain glossy and frizz-free. If midlife's upon you and the glow of youth is giving way to the furnace of menopause, may your mood halt its swinging and your brain always remember why you went into the kitchen in the first place. As you cheer from the sidelines at little Johnny Jr.'s T-ball, may your Yeti keep both your sweet tea and temper cool, as the overly competitive parents yell at their sweaty little progeny in the hope that the major leagues are about to call. And may you, as you stand in line at your church's potluck, feel at ease with your people and discover Doreen's pasta salad isn't quite as enthusiastically over-mayonnaised as last year, and the watermelon is still surprisingly chilled, despite being left in the sun. And may your plate balance effortlessly, the mosquitoes be absent, and the conversation lovingly jovial, as the kids scream and shriek on the slip and side. If you're volunteering at VBS with its giggling chaos, uncleanable glitter, endless popsicle sticks, and lukewarm coffee, may you be filled with renewed hope for the next generation. Would your patience expand and your wisdom increase as you answer deep theological questions like, did God mean for giraffes to turn out like that? And what kind of plane did Pontius the Pilot fly? Staring at your closet, your longed-for vacation just days away, may you pack for the woman you see in the mirror, not the one on Instagram who wafts through the surf in her white flowing linen as her adorable children read poetry in the shade of a nearby palm tree. As your annual family reunion gets underway and any long-buried tensions start to ignite over burgers and beers, may you remember that just as Jesus disappeared to be alone from the crowds, 11 minutes alone, locked in the bathroom, definitely counts as spiritual formation. May you, who are fearfully and wonderfully made, know how marvelously glorious your body is today. The body you might think is too wobbly, too saggy, curvy, or straight, and may never again be considered beach-ready, but has seen you through all you've been through, hauled children and groceries, hugged and loved fiercely, and can dance to ABBA like it was created to. May your summer hikes burst with awe and wonder rather than the chafe in your inner thighs. And afterwards, as you glow from walking in God's creation, may your sports bra removal be effortless, with no need for gymnastics or prayer or fasting. May your fridge be filled with farmers market's delights, inventive salads and citrus sorbets, despite all of us being one emotionally challenging day from a pint of Ben & Jerry's. And in the longing for your adult kids to return to the nest and fill your home with the noise and chaos of years gone by, may you not feel guilty for your immediate craving for silence and solitude almost as soon as they're home, raiding your fridge and leaving detritus in their wake. May you gift yourself grace upon grace to go with the flow and not comment on the majority of things you want to. And when your summer's not magical, or as magical as you'd hoped, may you know it doesn't need to be to matter. That the tempers, the sunburn, the long work days while others enjoy sunset beers, the ER trips for little Henry's suspected appendicitis, and the summer flu that kept you from your sister's baby shower are all part of your beautifully wild bonkers life. And somewhere in the midst of all the noise, sweat, travel logistics, and melting ice cream, may you remember you are here. You are alive. You are glorious. You are wildly known. Well, that, my friend, was a blessing for a not-so-bonkers summer. Like I said, if you enjoyed it and can relate to some or all of it, why not share it with a friend just for a bit of a laugh? Next week, we're doing something a little different for the summer that I think we all need right now. So make sure to subscribe to the podcast so it shows up in your feed. And while you're there, do take a moment to leave a short review. It's so helpful. Thanks a lot. And remember, I often share behind the scenes and what's helping me live and stay wild in this season over on Substack and on Instagram, where I'm nikki.hardy. And you'll find all my daily-ish trail thoughts over on Instagram, and you'll find the links for all those different things in the show notes. I look forward to seeing you there. Before you go, remember, sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves is to step outside, take a deep breath, drop our shoulders, and ask what our wildly wonderful God has to say. Because that's where coming alive in our life and faith begins, and living wildly known follows. Until next time, my friends, stay wild.